Hi, today's short video is going to show you how GivingDNA can help you with your sustaining giving program. I've logged into the GivingDNA platform, and as you can see, I have some rich data at the top around the health of the organization. We can show you more about that in any demo that you would be interested in. But what I'm going to do is scroll down through what we call our opportunity alerts. This is where we are looking at the internal giving data and the other data that you collect on your donors and combining that with the external data that we get on your donors, putting it all together and then getting rich insights on what to do next with those donors. So we focus on things like those donors that are about to lapse, those people that are in your database that are constituents, but they are not non-donors at this point. And then we get into our opportunity alerts that are really fun. And those are things like who looks like they would be a good monthly giver, planned giver or a monthly or sustaining donor, and also those donors that are primed to ask for more. The reason why this is so valuable and the reason why our clients love the GivingDNA platform is because by looking at the internal data to your organization and marrying that with the external data that we can find, we can give these types of rich insights. So we're going to focus today on monthly or sustaining donors. A couple of things that we chatted around our series on sustaining giving is that there are a couple of reasons why sustaining giving is so important right now. First of all, it really helps you with the health of your organization as a whole because sustaining giving from a revenue standpoint is much more predictable. So that's one of the reasons why we believe sustaining giving is critical to your fundraising success. The second reason is behavioral. A lot of our donors in every other aspect of their life are moving to a monthly payment plan, like a Netflix or a food service that they're paying on a regular basis. And so their behavior is actually migrating to not saving for a big thing, but buying something and paying for it monthly. So giving actually is moving to that direction also because it's more easy for people to pay for things once a month rather than save up all of that money and pay a big payment down at the end of the year. So that's a behavioral issue, and we think that's super important. And then lastly, your best planned givers in the future are those people who give to you on a monthly basis, year over year over year. So this is actually going to fuel other aspects of your fundraising strategy as well. So how do we identify those donors that look like they are likely to become sustaining givers or give on a monthly basis? We look at the internal data to your organization, and then we couple that with external data that we find of what data points are predictive that somebody would be interested in moving to a sustaining giving program. So we look at things like, did they give once in 2020, twice in 2021, and we're halfway through 2022 and we've already received 3 gifts. That person's actions are making them seem like they would be a good monthly donor. And so this is how we suggest and find those monthly donors for you. At this point, I can do a couple of different things. I could just download this to a CSV and send it to my digital team or my direct mail team and say, hey, would you just send something out to all of these people? They look like they would be good monthly donors. Or I could do something else. I could look at them on our constituent dashboard. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to learn a little bit more about these individuals based on who they are. And this is the external data that we append. So this is not data coming from your internal file. You may have some of these data points from the internal file, but this is the external data. Why is this data important? Well, our donors want to be seen, feel like they're seen, right? And that we know who they are. And so by appending data that allows us to have richer conversations with them and personalize that conversation better, we actually accomplish what they are wanting us to accomplish. So we've got data like gender, marital status, the age. Age is a super important one. Even something so as simple as how do you do a salutation on something that you're sending out to someone can make a big difference in their response. And so if you're not already getting aged, I always say that's like one of the stakeholders on what you should be having from a data perspective. How many children do they have in their home? Where are they located? Their household income, financial information that you would expect from any type of a data analytics wealth screening. Predicted discretionary spending. I love this one. This is very different than capacity. This is actually how much money they have left over after they pay their bills. And then psychographic information and giving affinity. I might personalize the conversation that I'm having with somebody to convert to a sustaining giver based on what I know that they're interested in from an organizational perspective, that we do as well. So who are they giving to, and then tying a case for support to something that aligns with what we do as well. And then communication preferences. So my direct mail team, I might send them the people that are most likely to respond to direct mail. And my digital team, I might say, hey, send them something digitally instead, because that's the way that they're most responsive. And so by identifying this group of individuals, by looking at the internal data to your organization, the giving behavior to you, which is always changing, which is why GivingDNA allows you to screen your file as frequently as you would like. We're able to identify over and over again over the course of the year, as people's behavior starts to change, who would look like a good monthly giver. Hopefully this was very insightful for you, and we would love to chat with you a bit more. So please reach out if you're interested in learning more.